we've added the temple base to Bloons Tower Defense, a tower that yeets the Sun God Temple away and just leaves the base, which allows us to put any tower we want onto the temple base to transform that tower into the Chosen, which then gains the Sun God Temple properties. You can upgrade the temple base to give them more damage, Sun God properties, extra range, more everything that's epic. So today we're going to be trying out all of the cool T5 towers with this and seeing how epic some T5s would be if they were a Sun God Temple. So the bottom path essentially just makes the Temple Godsends its own attack, right? So it doesn't really boost the tower itself. And then you have this upgrade, which is Avatar of Soul, which the Chosen becomes the Avatar of Soul for 15 seconds or for a little bit of time. So I think this is pretty good. But what we're really looking for is up here, the Daybreak, where it's the power of the sun in the palm of your hand. And I think we're going to be trying out this upgrade for a lot of the towers, because I think that's what's going to be the majority of it. Let's get Speed of Light, because that also just increases the attack speed. And then we can also just go ahead and get us a Jungle Drums. It gives, you know, our temple base has a attack range now, which is going to be really good MIB, so we can pop every single type of balloon. So now there were some questions and things that people wanted me to try. One of them was to put a Sun God Temple on the Sun God Temple. Unfortunately, that doesn't work. When you upgrade it to the Sun God Temple, it just absorbs the temple itself. So it absorbs all the towers around it. So you end up not having the temple base, which is quite upsetting, but that is just kind of how it works. Another request was to put the Sun Temple base on the Sun Temple, and unfortunately, it doesn't fit. So we can't do that. I also you can't put any, like, you can't put a platform on it, right? So I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to put, like, a water tub on it, and then can you? So no, you're not allowed to put a water pool on top of the Sun God Temple, so you can put water towers on. So you can only put land towers on. All right, let's get this party started. Let's try out the Ultra Juggernaut here. If you want to see what would happen with specific, like, 555 towers, hit that like button, guys. So this, holy cow. Okay, let's throw out, like, Moabs. What about, like, 1,000 Moabs? How well can he just annihilates the Moabs. Wait, is he literally not gonna let any balloons by? Maybe. Uh-oh, he's getting overwhelmed. He doesn't care. And it looks like you can see the solar effects from the temple actually procs on all of the little guys as well. All the little Juggernaut balls. Obviously, it's time for us to try out the Crossbow Master now, which I'm really interested to see how this works. So it looks like he struggles a little bit with Pierce, right? Like, he does the damage. So watch. I wonder what happens if we get a ZOMG. Let's see. So actually, I would argue that this is much worse than the Juggernaut. Boomerang Monkey, I'm very interested in, especially Glaive Lord. Oh my gosh, look, the Glaive Lord literally just creates a solar flare right there in the middle. So what happens if we get, like, DDTs, right? Does this guy, so looks like, oh my gosh, he literally can just deal with DDTs like that. So I am a little disappointed because each of the glaive bounces don't appear to do any damage, and the majority of it is coming from the circle, but he's still able to deal with DDTs, an infinite supply of DDTs. He gets a thumbs up from me. Permacharge is going to be very interesting. I want to see, oh my gosh, is he able to deal with everything though? It looks like it. If he runs out of the permacharge though, will he be able to deal with it? Yeah, look at all of the solar flares. That's crazy, actually. All right, let's try out good old-fashioned Bomb Blitz. Does Bomb Blitz... Oh, look. So it isn't going to be able to deal with the DDTs as easily. But as you can see, every little attack also does you see the little golden ability? So it does give you that. So what happens if we did, instead of bigger balloons, what if we just did, like, a swarm of fortified ceramics? Like, look at all these fortified ceramics. How well, yeah, it just destroys that. I am really interested to try this out. I want to start with the Blade Maelstrom, mainly because of the ability that it gives us, right? So I don't think this thing on its own is going to be very powerful, but if the Blade Maelstrom gets the ability of the Sun God Temple, so look at that, it gives you that lightning, but does this, oh my gosh, look at literally all the Sun God Temple procs all over the place. So it just, so this ability becomes absolutely overpowered. Now, not only do you have the Super Maelstrom, every single one of these blades, every time it hits a single balloon, will proc a Sun God Temple attack animation. I think this is top notch. I think you can't get better I don't know, efficiency than that. I think all of the tac zones or the tac shooters are going to be really interesting to see how they work. Fortified DDTs. Look at that. Look at how much damage it does to that. And then it's just this giant plasma ball that it has to deal with. It is having a little bit of trouble, but again, these are fortified DDTs. So what happens if we sell it and then we go to the tac zone? Is the tac zone stronger than the other one? The answer is yes. The tac zone is much stronger. It's like a golden D. It's the Sunny D. Yeah, this thing just annihilates. So far, I'd love for you to comment down below what you think your favorite tower is. Sun God Tac Shooter has my vote. Does Absolute Zero do damage? Do you get the plasma? It looks like the plasma effect is only in the middle just for a small period of time. Cryo Cannon, on the other hand, Cryo Cannon seemed very powerful here. Let's try some DDTs here. Oh my goodness. It can't deal with them fully, but it does give it a little bit of extra damage. The Glue Gunner. Does the Glue Storm give us damage? It doesn't appear to do any damage. I mean, the only damage that it's doing is... Actually... It does. Is it doing more damage? I don't know. Glue Gunner doesn't cut it as a Sun God Temple. Sniper Monkey, I think, is going to be very interesting. I think really the only one we're trying is Elite Sniper with faster firing. Because I think, let's try a bunch of ceramics. Yeah, look at all this. Look at all of the... That's actually so nutty. I think I spawned a little bit too many, but all of those from the bounces and shrapnel shot are crazy. I mean, we could try Cripple Moab, but I think Cripple Moab just, yeah, it just does, right? It has some pretty strong AoE damage. Sky Shredder, I feel like, is just crazy with this, right? It just does so much damage because it's just like a big tac shooter, right? It's literally just a global tac shooter is what it is. It's not that expensive as a T5, and it seems to get a huge buff for being under the Sun God Temple's influence. I mean, it's almost got 1 million pops. That is not bad at all. So I think let's sell this though, and let's see how good this is compared to the other path. So Flying Fortress, I mean, the Flying Fortress seems to be much worse than the other tower. It doesn't seem to be like, actually, holy cow, it's already got 2 million pops. A Sun God Temple, Apache Prime. This is a Bloons' worst nightmare for sure. I think we gotta put it up against a BAD. Let's see how it goes against the BAD. Oh my gosh. So it doesn't seem to be getting like a crazy amount of pops, but it did deal with the BAD pretty easily. So what happens if it deals with like a swarm of balloons, right? Like a swarm of Moabs. How well can it deal with that? Oh, easily. Now the pops are really going up. Okay. So this guy can really deal with them. Mortar Monkey, I'm very interested in. 999 ZOMGs. Here, we're going to move this guy over here. Let these ZOMGs get onto the screen and then attack. So you can see the little plasma effect, but I mean, that's about it, right? We'll try the other Mortar Monkey. Let's give this guy popping on with Bigger Blast. Gives him a little bit more damage, and then we have the ability. Look at that stun effect. That's actually so cool. It's so in line. And how many pops? Only 200,000 pops. Not that impressive. What I'm really interested in is I want to see Plasma Accelerator. So the Plasma Accelerator, or the Ray of Doom specifically. Ray of Doom. Let's see how well this guy deals. Yeah, let's see. How many pops? 2 million? Yeah. It gives just the Ray of Doom just more damage. Like, look at this. This is 1,000 ZOMGs. We're already at 6 million pops. This tower might be the best Sun God Temple. Now, let's try out the balloon area denial system. So every single one of these. I don't know if this is better than a Ray of Doom, but man, is it strong. Every single one of these little like buckshots now get extra solar damage. Go ahead and try out the MAD. I don't think the MAD is going to do that well, but yeah, the MAD just lets a bunch of stuff by, unfortunately. Wizard Monkey. I'm really interested to see Archmage, because Archmage is already, like, pretty amazing. Wait! You can tell it where to put the fire now? Is that new? I feel like that's new. Let's just send 10,000. Let's make that more fun. That actually works so well with this guy, the Archmage. That looks really good, but he's kind of poopy and doesn't really do much. I think Wizard Lord Phoenix might be a lot stronger, mainly because of that. His ability to have the Phoenix and then turn this guy into it, like, yeah, look at him go! They all have that Sun God Temple base effect on them, and they just are going to do so much more damage. Now, the question is, I don't think it's going to work. I'm just going to try it. Does a Necromancer zombie balloons proc the special effects? Oh my gosh, they do. Do they? They do. Look, so all of the zombie balloons also proc. Okay, the Prince of Darkness gets a huge damage boost if that's the case, because every one of these zombie balloons just also have Sun God effects on them. We definitely got to try the Grandmaster Ninja. I feel like the Grandmaster Ninja is just going to be so saucy. Look at the little Sun God. Every time he throws one, he puts it down. So is this going to do? Not bad. He gets a huge damage boost, but I mean, the Grandmaster Ninja on his own really isn't that strong as of a tower anyways. So I don't know if you'd want to waste, you know, your temple base by putting on a Ninja Monkey. Spirit of the Forest. Please tell me Spirit of the Forest works. How does... Let's see. I want to see if Spirit of the Forest... He's also got that lightning proc. He's starting to get more damage on it now. So the vines don't appear to get extra, do they? No, they do not. He's still crazy of a tower. And let's try Avatar of Wrath. Obviously, this Avatar of Wrath is going to be a little bit lackluster just because of the fact we don't have other avatars boosting him. But it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter in the slightest. This guy's still just busted. He's still just, oh my gosh. Avatar of Wrath, such a crazy tower. If you can get other avatars around him, I think he'd also just become completely crazy. All right, so this guy has the 5 Avatar of Wrath stacks now. Let's try, like, oh my gosh, look at all of the, oh no. There's no way they're gonna get through. There's so many ZOMGs. What happens if we just set it to round 100? I think the ZOMGs will be way faster then. But these are wave 100 now. So they are gonna be much, much stronger and much, much harder to deal with. I don't think it really cares. I don't think that... Oh, that looks so cool. I love when they, like, turn around like that. Will all of these Avatar of Wraths be able to deal with it? They can. But look, this one just gets so many more pops. Just because he has that Sun God Temple base. I definitely want to give this a try. I don't know exactly what's going to happen with this, but I think Carpet of Spikes is going to be the better option here. Does every Carpet of Spike? No. So it's only... Oh, wait. So it's right when he attacks, right here, is where all of the Sun God Temple, like, look at this. So that's, like, okay, it's not really that great. Sun God Temple, primary expertise. Let's see what this guy's got. It makes him, he gets, like, 1 attack and, like, a little bit of extra attack speed. So it's really not, yeah, it's really not that great. He puts all of them outside. Wait, they do get the Temple base effect. Maybe. I changed my mind. This guy's bonkers. Ultra Juggernaut might be the best, like, bang for your buck, but this is only $34,000. I think that might be one of the best ones. But now it's time for us to try the other Sun God Temples, the other Super Monkeys, in fact. So the Anti-Balloon Gunner with Plasma Blast, I think, is going to be a very good determining factor. Let's go up against the DDTs. Like, yeah. This guy just annihilates them all. Right? He just literally destroys everything in his path. The ultimate Sun God Monkey. But it's not... I still want to try the ultimate Legend of the Night Notorious Tower with Plasma Blast. Let's see what this looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Can he deal with one... Alright, let's try the Fortified DDTs. How does he deal with this? Oh my gosh, he just melts them. He literally just melts them. He doesn't have a lot of range, but it doesn't even matter. 4,000 total DDTs. Look at this. Oh my... Holy cow. Alright, this is 10,000 DDTs. I just sent... Okay, 10,000 DDTs overwhelms him. What if I get Sun God Temple? Oh my gosh, it's even more. Alright, 20,000 DDTs. Let's give him Super Range, Epic Range, and Robo Monkey. And Tech Terror. And Anti-Balloon Gunner. Let's send 100,000 DDTs! Alright, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna break my game. That's every T5 tower, guys. If you want to see Paragons or Crosspath, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.